When you go through a divorce, you automatically get this negative stigma attached to you, whether it be that you have baggage, you got baby mama drama, that you were the cause of why your marriage ended in the first place. I know these sound horrible, and in a lot of cases it's not true, but this is the cold, harsh truth that we have to face as single men, single fathers, after we go through a divorce. And, it can be very daunting to try to figure out, well, how do I now approach this next chapter knowing that I have all of these negative stigmas attached to me? And what I discovered after 12 months of physically moving away from my ex just completely changed my life and gave me a new perspective and a lot of excitement around this next chapter in my life. So about 12 months after I moved out from cohabitating with my ex, at the time I was already about 1.5 years into my fitness journey. So I was feeling physically fit and more confident in myself than when we first decided to separate. And so when I finally moved out on my own, had my own space, I was like, you know what? I need to get out there and start meeting people again. Now that I have my own place to potentially entertain, I was looking at also meeting women. So, I'd go out hiking. I'd start hanging out with some of my friends again that I haven't seen for quite a while. But I also started to frequent a particular bar locally where I found one of the servers pretty cute. And, I'd go there every once in a while, and every time I'd go, we'd make eye contact and have some small talk. And towards the end of that year, I decided to myself, you know what, I'm going to ask her for her number. So I still remember the day. I went to the bar, and unfortunately she wasn't working, and this was around the Christmas holidays. So I thought, oh my God, I missed my opportunity. She's not, I'm not going to see her until the new year, or maybe she's got a boyfriend and she's with someone for the holidays. So I was sitting at the bar, and as I was having a drink, all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see her walking towards the bar, and lo and behold, looks like she just got off her shift. And, she gave me a look, she gave me a smile, I said hi, and then she walked past me and then went to the other side of the bar to talk to her friends, and it looked like she was just having drinks with her friends. And, for me, I was like, God, just go up to her and ask her for a number, but I didn't have the guts to do it. And at the time, I was watching a hockey game on TV. So I was paying attention to that, and all of a sudden I felt a tap on my shoulder, and I looked around, and there she was, and she introduced herself. So she picked me up. And after that, we sat there for about like 3 hours just talking and getting to know one another. And within a couple weeks, we started to date. And within about a couple months, we actually went on a vacation together to Mexico. And, it was the first time I had a vacation just in the past 10 years where it was absolutely amazing. I felt free. I had romance. I was in a beautiful destination with someone that I loved at the time. And I never imagined that I would be in that position when I first was going through my divorce. And, after that trip, we still continued to date. But at the 6-month mark, we decided to part ways. We wanted different things. We parted mutually. It wasn't a bad thing. But it was one of the first dating experiences that I had after I went through my divorce. And, once it ended, I started to think about, like, this was amazing. What if there's more? Like, this is just one person. And I'm not the type to go around and sleep around. That's not my style. But just the fact that opportunity presented itself and I had that wonderful experience with her, it showed me that, like, there's so many more exciting things that are waiting for you in this next chapter. And really, you have a second chance at life that doesn't really come around very often. I don't know about you guys, but every time I talk to some people about their marriages, it's very common for me to hear that there's a lot of unhappiness. People are stuck in broken relationships. I also talked on the flip side to a lot of single people who are just stuck in that dark place where they feel like they're used goods, that they're worthless to society. But a lot of it is because they just continue to, they haven't changed anything about their life. They haven't done anything to really improve themselves to find new opportunities. And so it takes some work, and it takes time, but realize that, yes, going through a divorce, I'm not downplaying the traumatic situation or all of the challenges that presents. it's a hard, cold reality we have to face as divorced men and single fathers. But if you start working on yourself and you start moving forward in your life, you will find new opportunities and you'll realize that you have a second chance at rewriting your life. You can completely design this next chapter to whatever you want it to be. It's going to take some work and effort, but it's absolutely possible. And when you start going in that direction, not only will you start finding opportunities to build your new tribe, meet new people, and especially find new women to date, but you'll also realize that, changing your life is one of the best ways that you can eliminate that negative stigma. Like there's a difference between meeting someone who's gone through divorce, who all they talk about is, they bitch about their ex, they bitch about their situation, everything is like they're just a Debbie Downer in life, versus someone who has gone through that exact same experience and has completely turned their life around. They have a positive mindset, they physically look amazing, they look like they take care of themselves, they have discipline, and are just genuinely overall happy with their lives because they're actually working towards goals that is fulfilling them. There's a big difference. And if you take that second path of working on yourself, that is the most important relationship that you need to focus on after your divorce. Is first focus on the relationship with yourself, and everything else follows. And that's where you can capitalize on the second chance in your life. That's the gift that is waiting for you after divorce. So I hope this message finds you at the right time. If you are stuck in a dark place, just know that this is just one step, one obstacle in your life story, and that you're one step closer to changing it. But you have to make the decision to now start investing in yourself and start rebuilding yourself to create these new opportunities in this next stage. And that there are many gifts waiting for you and it's there for the taking if you want to take it, but you have to take that first step. So I hope this inspires you. If there's any other ways that you've found to beat this negative stigma that's associated with you, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. But know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and as long as you work for it, it's all available for the taking. So have a wonderful day, guys. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Peace out.